Okay, from there, I'm gonna post a video about HOA, Homeowner Association, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Now, this lady gets 7 days in prison for not keeping her grass up to par, and she says in her area, grass is worse than hers, but they gave her 7 days in jail because she didn't have her grass up to par. Now, my take is that because she's black and have a nice house. That's my take. Because she's black and have a very nice house, that's why they have implement those fines on her, and there was you put her in prison for 7 days because she didn't have a grass at the par. But she said the neighborhood, some neighbors in her neighborhood, the grass is worse than hers. But because to me, my opinion, because she's black, that's why I say I don't like HOA. I don't like no HOA. Fuck it. I ain't got my property. My property, no HOA. I can do what the fuck I like over here. I can do. I get this built on, and I ask for permission. I guess I get a permit. Get this shit built on here. But homeowner association, because you buy a house and they can tell you can't do this, you can't. That's like buying a car and you only drive the car in the weekends. That's like you buying a car, you can only drive your car in the weekends. You buy a house, you can't extend it, you can't put a veranda, you can't put a porch, you can't put a nothing on you can't put on it. And that's your house. You're paying tax on it, and that's your bunch of bullshit, folks. Anyway, folks, tell your friends if they're buying a house, make sure they don't have no homeowner association because it's fucked up. It's literally fucked up. Later, peace and much love.
Wanted us to tell you her story, and she wanted us to show you her mugshot. She was arrested and spent a week in jail for what started out as an HOA complaint over her lawn.
I feel humiliated about the whole thing, you know, like I kind of got my head down because this is so embarrassing.
Well, tonight, investigative reporter Adam Walser there revealing how she wound up behind bars and caught up with the HOA's attorney to ask about his involvement.
This is what they were showing in court, like pictures of the brown grass.
Yep.
The grass isn't always green in Irina Green's yard, thanks to a big tree that you can see in this drone video. And a drought that led the county to impose watering restrictions last year didn't help.
Looks like you got some pieces of sod here.
Green says her yard is far from the worst in Riverview's Creekview subdivision.
If you drive around my neighborhood, you'll see there's plenty of yards that are not up to par.
So far, she's the only homeowner to actually go to jail for failing to keep her yard up to her HOA standards. It all started with notices from the HOA's management company.
And it went from the grass being brown to, you know, there's a dent in my garage.
Dents too small to see from the road.
That was a part of my court case.
Green was also cited for having a dirty mailbox covered in mildew due to shade and moisture from that same tree.
I would assume you could probably clean that whole mailbox in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
And for having a cargo van similar to other ones we observed in the neighborhood. The HOA filed a lawsuit against Green in Hillsborough County Court, demanding she correct the violations. She represented herself, preparing handwritten explanations that the HOA and judge rejected. Green appeared at a hearing last July in which the judge gave her an ultimatum.
My grass had to be brung up to par. He said, you can get seeds, you can do something, but you got 30 days to get it corrected. I said, fine. You know, he said, and if it's not done in 30 days, you're going to go to jail.
Irene says she spent the next month correcting the violations.
I sold my van to comply. My mailbox was clean. I bought seeds and watered my grass.
But she missed her next court date.
I was supposed to receive documentation. Nothing was sent to my home. And I reached out to the courthouse several times to try to find out when was my court date.
The judge signed an order holding Green in contempt of court and issued a warrant for her arrest at the HOA attorney's request.
It is pretty extreme. It certainly is, yeah.
We asked Stetson Law Professor Paul Boudreau what he makes of this case.
I think it's pretty rare in a civil case for someone to have a contempt order.
Green was pulled over by a sheriff's deputy in late May after picking up her 15-year-old daughter from cheerleading practice.
When I got out, he said, Ms. Green, do you know that you have a warrant for your arrest?
She was taken to the Orient Road Jail.
If they got you handcuffed behind your back?
Yes, I'm treated like a criminal.
At the jail, she got more bad news.
There was no bond, so I couldn't even go home to my family. I sat in there for 7 days. 7 days in the jailhouse, you know, like a criminal.
To be incarcerated without bond is certainly an extreme measure and is pretty rare.
Now there's a mugshot of you right now.
Yep.
How did that make you feel, just to be put in those orange clothes?
It makes me feel horrible. Like, I work hard. You know, I work hard to buy this home, you know, for me and my kids in a better neighborhood and environment. And to be taken to jail and to be treated like that for brown grass at my own home, you know, like, it's horrible.
David Lair is a Palm Beach attorney who represents homeowners in cases against HOAs. His law partner wrote the best-selling book, Bad HOA.
You have an HOA who was quick to go after her and to use the full force that they're entitled to.
Have you ever heard of it getting to this point where someone actually goes to jail?
I have not seen that. To be clear, the association does not have the power to put you in jail. Certain other events intervened. Certainly, you know, the judge had the right to do it. You know, I think perhaps there could be more lenient remedies.
Green's sister-in-law, who is a paralegal, filed a petition 6 days after she was incarcerated, requesting an emergency hearing.
And I went to court, and I had to be shackled from my hands to my feet.
And you're there in civil county court, right?
Yeah.
You're the only one wearing orange, right?
Yeah, the only one.
Green's relatives sent pictures of the yard and other evidence to the judge, a different one than the judge who issued the arrest warrant. Green says an attorney for the HOA opposed her release.
He says, well, it hasn't been resodded. The whole yard needs to be resodded. And she's like, not from those pictures that I see. She's like, no, I want her released immediately.
So you were going to sit in jail while they resodded your yard?
He wanted me to continue to sit in jail and not come home to my family.
Green was released on the judge's order.
I'm Adam. I'm with ABC Action News.
We caught up with Creekview HOA attorney Francis Frischia, the one who asked for the arrest warrant, outside his office.
Do you think that was kind of harsh to have her spend 5 days or 7 days, I believe, in jail?
I have no comment, but I'll email you on that.
He emailed us a statement saying in part, quote, Ms. Green received notices of violations. She disregarded them. Ms. Green failed to show up in court on August 19th. Her failure to abide by the court's instruction led to the arrest warrant being issued. We called and left a business card at the Creekview HOA president's home, and we called and emailed the HOA's property management company, which issued the violations. We didn't hear back from either. Legal experts say there are lessons to be learned.
Sometimes they act in a petty manner, but if they decide that you need to do something, you need to follow the rules. And when a judge tells you to do something, you have to do it.
I think that they have way too much power. I mean, I never heard of anything like this in my life.
I'm My-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan, taking action for you.
Wild story there. The HOA board recently. We want to know, are you in a battle with your HOA, or do you feel your HOA is not listening to you? Well, we are here to listen. Scan this QR code at the bottom of your screen.
To see the one with Yellowstone Park. Yellowstone Park, all the bears are leaving Yellowstone Park. And all the mountain lions are also leaving Yellowstone Park. That means they know something is up. You watch the videos on YouTube. See all the bears are actually leaving Yellowstone Park. And all the mountain lions are also leaving Yellowstone Park. Same thing happened in Hawaii. When all the animals went to the hills. When they're supposed to have that tsunami, you remember that time? When all the animals decided to leave and go up in the hills, because they knew something was going to happen. Now all the bears are leaving Yellowstone Park. That means they know something is happening. And all the mountain lions are also leaving Yellowstone Park. And Yellowstone Park have one of the biggest volcanoes that's about to erupt. Folks, a lot of shit happening. A lot of shit is going on, folks. A lot of shit is going on. Anyway, folks, listen, stay aware, stay vigilant, stay informed, protect yourself at all times. And folks, the shit's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. It's not if, it's when. It's not if, it's when. So far, folks, peace out. Much love.